Hi, everybody. Good, happy Sunday morning. Laurie here from the Mojo Mama coming live to you. And today I want to share with you really quickly and ask you the question, when is the last time that you learned something new? What is it and how did it change your life? The whole premise of what's happening here at the Mojo Mama is I've been doing live webinars with my moms. And if you haven't caught any, please come and let me know and I can send you the replay and whatever it may be. Because how important is it to change your life when you learn something new? So my journey has been 5 years of learning new things, implementing them, trying them out, finding what worked for me, and then changing my shit show into my mojo. And that's what I do here, is I help women do that on a daily basis. And so over the past couple of webinars, I've shared some of my top tips. I'm going to share some of them with you today in smaller detail. And if you'd like to know more about them, you can hop over to my Mama Mojo movement group and check them out there, or jump on a webinar and hear me talk about them in detail. One of the things I shared with moms, and I experienced myself, is that you need to decide when it's time to change. Now, as moms, we kind of somehow get into a routine. We become happy and comfortable, right? We become maybe too comfortable. The status quo takes over. The weeks and months go by. No mama has done anything for themselves, and they're putting everybody else first. And really what that needs to do is to stop, because we can say we are ridden with mama guilt and it's bullshit and it needs to end. And so what I want you to do is decide, when is it time to change? And then what is it that I have to change? And I take you through a process in the webinars and in my free group that look at the aspects of your life, decide what isn't working for you, and then go to town. And it doesn't mean that we go from running, from the couch to running marathons, as I say. But each small step that we do can take you to another level. So if you're happy with the status quo and 2016 has been the best year of your life, kudos to you. If it has not, what can you change before the year ends? What can you implement in your life? What part don't you like? And what can you do starting right now, today, to change it? Another thing I've shared with my mamas is how to take care of our health. Because when you become a mother, your whole perspectives and your morals and your values and everything, your priorities change. Whereas before you had children, you were very self-centered. You did everything for yourself. You took care of yourself. You did all these things. And then as a mom, all of a sudden, everything comes to a halt. And as much as we don't realize, we realize it, but again, this also needs to stop. So if you are going to be a mom, do you not want to be the healthiest version of yourself so that you can show your children and be a good role model to them? Whatever you are eating and whatever you are consuming or whatever you are not doing, they are watching. So they're very perceptive. You don't have to say, don't drink a pop and then start drinking a pop. Don't do this and then start doing it. Don't be that hypocritical parent. Lead by example, but be there as a mom and be healthy so that you can enjoy in the milestones and moments that your children need you there for. That's really about being a healthy mom, right? It's great to shrink a size and have a smaller ass, but it's also great to be there for your kids when needed, okay? Another thing is we talk about is doing it one step at a time and one day at a time. So what I'd love for you to do is to pick one aspect of your life that you would like to change, say before the end of this year. Choose it and start doing it. Start changing it. So if it's shrinking your ass, this is how I started, shrinking your ass, then every day do a little bit more. It doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to be at the gym taking classes that you haven't taken and hurting yourself. It could be a walk. It could be a walk with the stroller. It could be, walking up some stairs instead of taking the elevator. It could be maybe changing. It's really not about exercising. First, you need to change what you put in your pie hole. So when you stop putting all the shit in your mouth, then your ass will shrink. Truly. So maybe it's about cleaning out your cupboard and making one more healthier decision a day for the next how many days until, what did somebody post something about, is it not 71 days until Christmas. Gross. Anyway, I say gross because that means snow is coming where I am, and I don't like snow. Okay, so do it one day at a time. Maybe even track your progress. So a great thing, we are visual beings. So a great thing to do is track your progress. So write it down. You could journal this process. You can use a calendar and check off a day as your process. How are you going to track what you're going to change? Be the visual learner and do this for yourself, okay? What can you do about surrounding yourself with better people? So I asked in the webinar, and I gave them a sheet and gave them a resource, but basically, are there shit sticks in your life? And if there are, get rid of them. Don't hang around people who are mean to you or say bad things about you or are rude to you or you just don't like anymore. Stop hanging out with them. Stop reading their shit on Facebook. Stop letting them into your life. Just get rid of them. And you don't have to make it a big public thing. You don't have to have a big breakup, right? But just stop spending time with them. Stop spending or giving them your energy and your love and your attention. Just stop. Pick one person that picks your ass and stop hanging out with them. Okay, moving on to the next one. Reading more books that change your life, right? So let's put down the 50 Shades of Gray and tantalize your gray matter as opposed to your her. So what I want you to do is to pick a great book that's going to move you forward as a person. So, reading the romance and reading all of that stuff is great, but can you throw in a book in the mix that's actually going to give you some aha moments? I love anything by John Maxwell. One of the ones I'm reading right now is Intentional Living. I want to highlight and write in every portion of that particular book. But you need a book right now that's going to speak to you. Go to the self-help sections, go to the newest releases, and read the back and pick something that will move you and change you in your being. So again, picking a good book can literally change your life, right? So incorporate it in there into all the other reading that maybe you like to do, but once a year at least, read a book that's going to move you forward. Another thing that I'm teaching my mamas on how to turn their shit show into their mojo is to practice more self-love, okay? So we as moms are killed by comparison. We look at other women and we're like, oh, she's got it all together. She must have a really supportive family and husband and stuff to help her. Whoa, whoa, whoa is me. Get it together, mama. You are beautiful. You are talented. You have skills and idiosyncrasies and quirks and talents that nobody else has. Start celebrating them. Get out a piece of paper, write your top 10 things of things you like, and post it around your neck if you need to have it as a reminder. Okay? Another thing that I've shared with my mamas is start spending more quality time with your family and friends. So once we get caught up in the, hockey and gymnastics and everything abyss with our kids, we kind of put our friends on the wayside. And it's tough to get friends together and it's tough to pick a date that everybody can, hang out, but try to make it a non-negotiable thing, maybe once a month, right? Phone them up, text them, email them, send them a letter. I don't know, whatever you want to do, but get in touch with people. And then start spending more quality time with your kids. So on one of the webinars, I asked my moms, when's the last time you sat down on the floor, face-to-face with your kid, playing a board game or playing, my son loves dinosaurs and Legos. So we sit 15 minutes uninterrupted, not with our phone near, not with the TV on, not with the distractions, but just focused one-on-one time. Because in honesty, that's all they want, right? Okay. Another thing that you can do is start to make time for yourself. So I ask you, what are 4 things that you can either eliminate from your life right now or cut down on in order for you to reevaluate and take that time and make more time for yourself? So think about what 4 things can you cut out of your life right now, or if not, maybe just deplete the time that you are on them. So my favorite one is, when I asked this to my mamas, their top 2 were Facebook and sugar. That's the things they wanted to eliminate out of their life. Time on Facebook. So here's something you can do. Either set specific time to go and scroll through Facebook with a timer. Set 15 minutes, and then that's it. Who cares what's going on with everybody? If something major happens, you'll hear about it. Take the time to spend with the people who are actually there, right there with you, right? I remember I went on a vacation this summer with my family, and there were more parents on their phones scrolling through Facebook, seeing what everybody else was doing. And there's their kids and the paid vacation that they saved and paid money to go on. And their kids are there and they're not paying any attention to them because they're too bloody busy on their phones seeing what other people are doing. Like, wake up. Get off your phone and start spending more quality time with your family. And then reach out to a friend or two today and set a date for coffee or for a drink, okay? And when you're using your time more wisely, what you will notice is that you will have more time for yourself. I am huge about mamas taking time for themselves. If you don't, you can't pour from an empty cup. You'll become depleted, you'll become stressed, and then you are of no use to anybody. So what's one thing that you can take off your plate so that you can put yourself on the radar? Think about this and do it. So I love sharing these. This is a really quick one today. Those were like 10 tips in like 10 minutes. I don't even know. But if you like these tips, if you want more of these tips, if you want me to go into detail with these tips, then you can join me in my Mama Mojo movement group or on some of the webinars that I've been having this week and will continue to have next week. Next week on Wednesday and Thursday, I will have 2 different times that you can come and hang with me, and I'm going to show you my organizing secret, how I keep it all together. This will change the face of your daily doings as a mama. And I'm really excited to share it with you. So hope to see you on the webinars. You can either let me know below or there's links that I will be posting. You can come over and hang out in the movement group and I'll let you know what's going on in there too. Love you, mamas. Bye.